Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum everybody. I'm with my brother Abdul Hakeem, who was actually the brother who called me to Al-Islam and introduced me to Al-Islam. So ask Allah Ta'ala that He puts it in His good deeds. We're going to have a few sittings where Abdul Hakeem discusses with me questions pertaining to Arabic, questions pertaining to like seeking knowledge and everything, and we thought it would be very beneficial for you at home or for you who are watching to kind of like get more of an inside look on the type of conversations that we have on a day-to-day basis. Like we have so many questions, we have so many conversations regarding seeking knowledge, learning the Arabic language, and just being the best version of yourself as a Muslim. So we thought that'd be very beneficial if we actually just capture some of the conversations that we have, so that you at home you can benefit. So Abdul Hakeem is gonna have like a few questions. He's gonna ask me different questions and everything, and we're just gonna have a conversation. And inshallah, over the next few videos, you'll probably see some beneficial discussions. So make sure that if you're not subscribed, you subscribe. Make sure that you comment and just show love in the channel, inshallah. And we hope that we can benefit you, bi'idhnillah.
So I had a question, and it was back to, obviously, because we went to the same school, and obviously we both grew up as non-Muslims. And when I became Muslim, before I became Muslim, I just thought all Muslims were Muslim. Like, I didn't know they were like different type, like, and I'm not talking Sunni or Shia or different beliefs in terms of that. More as in their goals were different in life. Yeah. Like you have one family and their goal is that they want to be practicing Muslim, so their path is slightly different to many of the people that we kind of grew up with in terms of. So my question for you is, like, when you first became Muslim, what was one of the biggest things that surprised you about Muslims?
It's kind of funny because when I first became Muslim, I was only really introduced to practicing Muslims. They were the ones that were talking to me about Al-Islam. As you know, we went to school, and majority of the Muslims at my school at the time, they never talked to me. They never talked to me about Islam. They never talked to us about the deen. Even when some of them may fast, but they didn't really call you to Islam or say, show you, like, look, I've got this religion, you should look into it. So when I became Muslim, I got introduced to practicing Muslims who were actually actively seeking knowledge. Then I quickly realized that the majority of the Muslims I went to school with, they actually don't know Islam. They weren't put in a situation where they actually learned Islam. You've got to think about it, right? At school, they were studying the same Islam we were studying in religious education. Like that's as far as it was going. Maybe they went to Qur'an school, learn like how to read, but actual Islamic education in terms of learning Aqidah, theology, learning at-Tawheed, monotheism, learning fiqh, usul fiqh, learning history, Islamic history, learning the biography of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A lot of them weren't learning these sciences. So when I got introduced to the other group of Muslims that were actually seeking knowledge, they were attending lectures and everything, I realized, there's actually a gap. There's actually Muslims who actually seek knowledge and practice Islam, and Muslims who are just born into Islam. And it's actually quite sad because within a short period of time, there were Muslims literally coming to me and saying that you know more than me, or mashallah, like you're studying, like it's good. And I actually found it funny because when I became Muslim, those same Muslims I went to school with, like, oh yeah, mashallah, you're Muslim, and they were trying to now talk to me about Islam and everything. I was like, where were you when I wasn't even Muslim? It's like even in terms of da'wah, there was this like, they didn't feel there was a need to tell anyone about Islam. It's like, okay, we're just Muslims, our culture. And that's why even when you became Muslim, I was like, you're Pakistani now. I just thought that's for Pakistanis. I never knew that, Islam is for everybody.
It's funny you mention that as well, because when we became Muslim and we got taught to seek knowledge and to seek ilm, giving da'wah was like part and parcel of that. It's like you learn, you act upon your knowledge, and you call to it. It's like, that's the sequence. So yeah, subhanallah, it's strange you say that because there's no one that said anything about Islam to us.
Subhanallah. And just off the back of that, I remember when I first became Muslim, I literally became a da'i. I was literally anyone I knew from before I was calling to Islam. Do you remember that time? Even I think it was like in what's that, Staples or it was that stationery shop. I saw the priest. I was giving da'wah to the priest as a new Muslim. I went to the priest. I said, "What do you believe?" I started giving him da'wah. And this is someone with like very limited knowledge. But when you first come into the religion, you're actually coming on the basis of knowledge. It's not because my parents are Muslim, I'm born in. You actually came in with knowledge that, okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should be worshipped alone. I need to know who Allah is. I need to know who Rasul is. I need to know why Islam is the truth. So I think that's why sometimes they kind of say, oh, reverse know more. It's not that they know more. It's just that they came on the basis of knowledge and they have to seek knowledge to learn what this religion is. Whereas when you're born into a Muslim family, it's kind of enough that, oh, my parents are Muslims, so I'm Muslim, without actually knowing why you're Muslim, without actually seeking knowledge. So, yeah, subhanAllah, I would say that Muslims that are born into Islam, they have to find a way to learn their religion. And that's why, obviously, we're so passionate about the Arabic language, because without Arabic, you're going to find it very difficult. I came out of the masjid yesterday for Salat al-Maghrib, and I saw one brother I knew from a long time ago. His name's Qasim. And he came outside and he's like, oh, I saw your videos and everything. He's like, brother, I spoke to the Imam the other day. I said, I have to learn Arabic. My whole life I've been saying, qalu, inna. I'm saying these words. I don't know what they mean. Yes, and it's like, and now he's obviously older now. He's realized like this is not normal. Like he's realized like how our whole lives we've just been saying these words. So he said, now I'm praying properly and everything. I want to just kind of get on the Arabic and I want to start learning Arabic properly. I need to connect to the Qur'an. It's not enough just to say these words. So subhanAllah, like I really feel with the Arabic language, automatically you're connected to these sciences. Automatically you're going to read the Quran more. You're going to connect when you read, and you're going to say, okay, what does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mean here? What does it mean when Allah says this? What does it mean? Okay, what's the story behind this ayah? And that's why I remember there was a Sheikh Muhammad Bazmoon, Hafidhullah in Mecca. He said, when you study the Quran, like now you're studying the Quran, you learn all the sciences, because Tawheed is in there, fiqh is in there, usul al-fiqh is in there, history is in there, tarikh, you have that's fiqh and usul al-fiqh. Then you have knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, knowledge of His names and attributes, and the Arabic language and balagha and so on and so forth. Like you're actually studying the deen holistically, everything, right? So Arabic actually opens up the doors to that, because once you connect to the Quran, you're going to question, what does this ayah mean? You're going to go deeper into the ayah. So I feel like really and truly, if you're a Muslim, you have to find some way to connect to Arabic language and connect to all the other sciences.
Assalamu alaikum. While you're here, let me just ask you something. How long have you been wanting to learn the Arabic language for? Months? Years? 9 times out of 10, there's something that always gets in the way. But while we're here right now, I want to ask you, if not now, then when? Because right now, you're not getting any younger. Life isn't getting any easier. You're not going to get any more free time. And the key to getting ahead is to get started. Simple. I would advise you right now, while you're watching the video, build on this momentum and click the link in the description where I'll show you how you can master the Arabic language once and for all. Just click the link inshallah below and I'll see you on the other side.
Funny, just as a point you mentioned that, I remember when we became Muslim, it was like fitra. It was like, how are we gonna be Muslim? We don't know Arabic. It wasn't, and the sad thing is that for many born Muslims, they've been desensitized. So it's more difficult for them. They have that feeling. It's always in the back of their head. Like if they hear the Quran, if they watch a YouTube video or Instagram short and they hear the Quran, they have that slight whisper that says, "Oh, I wish I understood." But it can brush that really quickly because no one has ever emphasized it. So for us, what was, first of all, naturally, we were just like, okay, I'm 16. I became Muslim when I was 16. I think he was like 18. And it was like, well, in 20 years, we're going to be just still young. We're going to be 40. Like, imagine now 30, 40, 50, 60. What, we're just going to be Muslim our whole life and not have a clue what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. And a mix of that and something which many of those Muslims that we did go to school with didn't have is good company. Company who, like, it was standard. Like, everybody around us knew Arabic or was learning Arabic. There was no in between. That's our mentality. It's like, you either know Arabic or you learn Arabic. There's no sitting on the fence. So that had a huge impact on us. And the thing is, we could see the fruits of it with those individuals, like the people that knew Arabic, they were, you know, they had their books, they were talking about ilm, they were talking about this sheikh, that sheikh. It was just like...
It was so funny, because when I went Birmingham and you said, oh, look, there's a Jamaican brother there, he's on Medina book 2, he's teaching Medina book in the... When you told me that, and I looked at it, I said, bro, this Jamaican brother,
it's crazy.
And I think at the time, he was only Muslim, he only had been Muslim like 2 or 3 years, and he's already teaching Arabic. Like, and they made it, and when I saw those brothers, they really made it a standard thing.
Exactly.
I saw brother, like, you know, I saw like the brother Isa, you know, he used to rap before, then he's gone to Yemen, he's come back, he's speaking Yemen, he's speaking Arabic fluently. Seeing that, they just made like, standing, you're practicing, go and learn. And then you know, they like what you mentioned, had the like the kutub ilmiya, you got like the sharh, the explanation of this sheikh and that sheikh, and they just got they got it in their hands. You know, you're just rolling around, you're having a conversation with a bro on the side, you got your Arabic book on you, like you got that on you, that culture of seeking knowledge. It really rubbed off on me. That's one of the things that sparked. I was like, I have to learn, I have to know. And then not even that, then when you see mashayikh and scholars coming over, and you got all the brothers just laughing with the sheikh in the front row, and you're just there waiting for the translation. You just feel, oh man. Like, and because I remember that time Sheikh Falah, he used to come, rahimahullah, and I used to see how passionate he was, how much, like how into it was, and then you just hear, so basically the sheikh said, and you're just thinking, no, I can see the sheikh, I can see the passion, I can see brothers laughing, everything, and now we just got to have like some, like obviously no disrespect to the translators, they're doing their best, but they just can't translate that feeling the same. They can't translate it. You can translate what the sheikh said, but that emotion, that passion, it's going to be a lot harder.
It's funny you said that. It's actually sad, because at that time I barely knew any Arabic, but there's a specific talk from Sheikh Falah that I go back and listen to now, and I understand the Arabic of it, and I just think like, I wish in that time I understood. I wish in that time, like when I was sitting there live, because I remember the talk, but alhamdulillah. But that's why you just have to learn. You just have to start. You have to start, and like I said, with most born Muslims, no one has, and I always say this to them when I speak to them. I say, tell me one person who has ever, or who encourages you to learn Arabic. Tell me one person. There's no one. There's no one. Right. In fact, it's the opposite. Someone, even if someone tells you anything related to the Qur'an, it's going to be, do hifz. Even that, after you reach adolescence or you finish secondary school, no one is gonna no one's gonna put any.
You know, it's so funny, because the brother I was speaking to yesterday, he said he actually went to the Imam and said, he was asking about Arabic, and straight away the Imam, obviously he doesn't mean it, he doesn't know Arabic himself. So he's like, Arabic is difficult. You've already put that, like that negativity, like that pessimistic kind of belief, like, Arabic's difficult. And because you don't know Arabic, you can't teach, and then it's like, now we're just left with, Arabic's difficult, you know, and now that's the level, and really it should be like, you want to learn Arabic, come. And that's like, even the atmosphere we were in at that time, there was brothers that were doing that. You know, even some of the Somali uncles, they know Arabic, so our brother will sit with him after Fajr every day and learn. That's how it should be. I want to learn Arabic. Okay, come to my house. I'll come after, I'll meet you in the masjid after Salat al-Fajr every day.
That's another thing as well, that we had like our approach was like, we were seeing various different people from different walks who knew Arabic. You'd find someone who was educated, someone who's not educated, someone who maybe was an ex-gangster. Like, all these people learning Arabic, it made it seem doable. Like, there was no block. It was like, this is achievable. Like this guy just became a Muslim. He knows Arabic. Like you said, Isa. When we saw Isa, like literally, I remember. Probably the time before that, I saw him. He wasn't a Muslim. He was a rapper. Next time I saw him, you're a Muslim, you're Arabic. It's like, what? This is doable. Like, let's get a piece of that as well. Like, it was, And
the brothers Musa.
Musa.
And Asad. You know, they were, subhanAllah, they were white reverts. And then next minute, they were in Saudi. He's coming back wearing shamar, and he's speaking Arabic, quoting hadith, quoting the Qur'an, and those things were very inspirational, subhanAllah. And that's why I always say that you have to get around good company. People that will encourage you towards, push you towards that, saying, oh, you don't know, no, you can do this, or open this book. And even yourself, you were telling me at the time, bro, go and learn this Arabic. There's a book here. Go and pick up this book. You can do it.
So, just as a side point, you remember Isa, rahimahullah?
Yeah.
I remember when I just started my Arabic learning journey, but the brothers, they got us into a culture of, start building your library, start getting your book. Even like it was a bit premature, I maybe weren't ready to read them, but mentally it was good, because what would happen, even we'd sit down, we would do like a Surah Thalatha, a Sheikh Fawzan Sharh, and we'd just write down the words, the ones that we don't understand, etc. But I remember one time Isa saw me in the bookshop and he was like, oh, well, you know Arabic? I was like, yeah, I'm doing a little thing, trying a little something. Actually, next time I saw him, he knew Arabic.
Yeah, he was
just
active.
like everybody just
he was active.
Yeah, next time I saw him, he just knew Arabic.
And there was actually there was this like vibes. It was like the in thing was like a trend. Like I got my books. What you on now? Medina book 2. There was this like trend at the time.
Yeah, subhanallah.
Yeah, he was on it, subhanallah. But yeah, I think any Muslim that's watching, they should always just say, make some steps, just even if it's one step, even if it's just like you ask your local imam or anyone that's around, anyone that can help you towards learning Arabic, you should just take that step. Yeah. You shouldn't wait. You shouldn't think, okay, one day. You should just say, you know what? I'm a Muslim. I want to connect with the Qur'an. I need to learn how to read it. That's the first thing. And I need to understand it. That should be like a standard goal. And even if it takes you a long time, even if you've got to do half an hour a day, even if it's just 20 minutes a day, but just something you do consistently, you just don't realize how achievable it is. You can get there. Whether it's 2 years, whether it's 3 years, time's going fast. You know what I mean? Like now, I've been Muslim, nearly 20 years. It literally feels like it was just like a few years ago. Time goes by, and I can't even say honestly I've utilized all my time the way I should. So it's just take those little steps. Don't even think about it. Make Arabic a part of your life for the rest of your life.
Just to add to that as well, it's like one thing, sometimes Muslims, they don't step back and realize that Arabic is in every major part of your life. Maybe the day you was born, there was probably people coming to your parents, oh, mashallah, making dua. You heard Arabic, your name's Arabic. You grow up, you've had the mushaf on your shelf since a baby waiting for you. You become 5, 6, you start going to madrasa, you learn how to read, you have your Ramadan, you have Tarawih, you have Umrah, you have Hajj, you then have a child maybe, or you have your nikah, there's Arabic in your nikah, there's going to be Arabic in there. You have your child, you're going to name your child an Arabic name, you're going to attend the janazah of a loved one, maybe even your own parents, and you're going to say, the last word you will say is Ameen. That's going to be to a dua. You either understand or you don't understand, and that would be based upon your effort to understand Qur'an. If you understand Qur'an, if you understand your salah, you'll understand what you're saying Ameen to. And then, inshallah, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you a long life, you're in your, that's when you become conscious. You think, you know what, maybe I've got, 5, 10 years of life left. I want to sit here with a mushaf in the masjid and do tadabbur. And you can't, you're locked away from it. You're just reading words, the imam, then the salah comes, you're reading words, you don't understand them, and then you want your last words to be La ilaha illallah. Your whole life's Arabic. You have a choice. You can just be like a foreigner in your religion, or make an effort. And the thing is, you only have to do it once. You only have to do it once,
and you never regret it. You don't say, "Oh man, I worked so hard and this Arabic, it really got me stressed," and you're never gonna regret making efforts.
It's something I actually, sorry to just cut you there. Something that I say when I speak to the students is that you might be using Arabic maybe every hour, or at least every 2 hours of your day that you're awake for your whole life. Like, it just makes sense. You wake up, what's the first thing you say? Dua. Enter the bathroom, dua. Make wudu, finish, dua. Stand for fajr, adhkar. Your whole life is like, you know what I mean? So
subhanallah, man, interesting. But we'll stop there, inshallah. Anyone that's watching at home, make sure you like, comment, interact with us, inshallah, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He makes all of our videos beneficial to you guys, and hopefully we can inspire Muslims to take that step for seeking knowledge and not only learn for themselves, but also pass that on to others and teach their children's families and their communities. Because if everyone strives to learn and they teach the next person next to them and they teach their community, we'll have a lot of Muslims that are not just Muslim because their parents are Muslim, but Muslims because they truly have knowledge of the religion, firm. This is not to put anyone down. It's not to say, it's not to make anyone feel like, insignificant if they don't have knowledge, but it's to encourage people to say, let me just try and make some steps. What have I done this year? What was I learning? What was I consuming? Was it just social media and films and shows and everything? How much knowledge was I putting in to actually understand my religion, which is the dearest thing to me, which is your religion is more important than yourself and your families. Without your religion, you're nothing. So ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He makes these videos beneficial. And inshallah, we'll see you guys in the next one, inshallah.